Tonight, CNN has exclusively obtained 2016 surveillance video showing Sean Diddy Combs, his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in the hallway of a Los Angeles hotel.
There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such.
And she allegedly has been avoiding Puffy. You know, my thing about when you date a mogul, like he can hire a plane right now, land on the roof of the hotel where she's staying, pay people off at the front desk. I'm already paranoid.
But y'all have bad blood for a while.
Real bad.
Real bad blood.
The worst blood.
The worst blood.
All right, buckle up, folks, because the drama around Diddy just hit a new level of crazy. Just when you thought the bombshells and accusations couldn't get any more intense, CNN drops a bombshell by airing footage of Wendy Williams spilling the tea on Diddy's darkest secrets and shenanigans. Let's set aside Cat Williams, Gene Deal, and Jaguar Wright for a moment, because Wendy Williams was among the earliest to shine a light on Diddy's real character back in the 90s. But sadly, her warnings fell on deaf ears. Now, with multiple lawsuits and mounting evidence revealing Diddy's troubling actions, Wendy's claims are being vindicated once again. So what exactly has Wendy been saying? And did Diddy really try to silence her by putting her under some sort of conservatorship in exchange for her keeping quiet? And did he really have a hand in all the troubles Wendy's facing right now? Buckle up and get ready, because what you're about to hear is seriously disturbing.
Do like to party, okay?
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shocked that you and Cassie have gone this far, like the distance. What is it about her that, you know?
I mean, it's just like when a record comes on, the way she moves.
Yeah.
Like when I look at her, the way she smiles. The way I see her look at me sometimes when I wake up and she's already awake, you know?
For starters, Diddy is facing serious charges for the awful crimes he's been accused of. What's truly upsetting is that while he was allegedly hurting these women, Wendy Williams was bravely trying to shine a light on his troubling behavior. Back in 1998, Wendy stirred up some rumors suggesting that Diddy might be gay, a tale that had circulated before, and she's not entirely wrong. These 4 lawsuits shed light on Diddy's disturbing preferences, revealing a side of him that many hadn't seen before. Just think about the fear those people he coerced must have felt, simply because he's their boss. So when the news of Wendy stirring up rumors reached Diddy's ears, he apparently pulled some strings to get Wendy fired from her job. She claimed to have received a photo showing a man allegedly pulling down Diddy's shorts while he was on vacation in Cancun. Wendy didn't even get a chance to talk about the photo on air before she was given the boot from Hot 97. It's said that Diddy wielded his power to get one of the hottest DJs off the airwaves, all because she wanted to share that picture. The incident highlighted Diddy's influence and the fear many had of crossing him.
And he told a story about Wendy Williams. She got fired from Hot 97 because she had a picture of Puffy, and she was saying on air that she was going to reveal the picture.
Fast forward to 2013, and Wendy briefly addressed the situation, mentioning the homophobia present in hip-hop. She reflected on how she had been particularly crucified for speaking out about such matters. But now opinions could be freely shared. Despite the backlash, Wendy stood her ground, remaining true to herself and her beliefs. She didn't back down in the face of Diddy's power play. Then things took a more aggressive turn when Diddy allegedly sent a girl group from his label to confront Wendy. She recounted how the group called Total showed up at her radio station with everyone eagerly watching from upstairs. Wendy's then boyfriend intervened, preventing any altercation. It was a surreal moment for Wendy, as she found herself in the middle of a potential showdown with no security in sight. But it wasn't just the serious accusations that Williams flung Diddy's way. Oh no, she took jabs at him over seemingly trivial matters too. Remember the whole saga of Diddy changing his name like he changes his wardrobe? Well, Williams wasn't about to let that slide either. On her own show in 2015, she boldly proclaimed no matter what he called himself, he would forever be Puffy to her. We're all aware Sean Combs, famously known as Puff Diddy, P. Diddy, and Diddy, has undergone several name transformations over the course of his career. It all began in 1990 when he entered the music scene as Puffy, then transitioned to Puff Daddy in 1991. In 2001, he adopted the moniker P. Diddy, dropping the P 5 years later only to reincorporate it in 2006 following a legal battle with a UK producer who shared the name. This was just the start of a name-changing spree. He went by Sean John in 2008, Swag in 2011, and Embrace Love or Brother Love in 2017. Notably, he legally altered his middle name to Love and clarified that Diddy serves as his professional alias. Interestingly, these changes of names have some deep and dark meanings behind them. Returning to Wendy's bold statements about Diddy, let's rewind again to 2004, when she released her memoir, The Wendy Williams Experience. In this candid account, Wendy didn't hold back admitting she held a certain level of disdain for Puff. She pointed fingers at Diddy, alleging that he was the mastermind behind her career troubles. While she stopped short of saying she hated him, forgiveness wasn't on her agenda, given the havoc he caused in her professional life. But wait, there's more. In 2015, Wendy couldn't resist taking jabs at Diddy's lifestyle during her show. She painted him as some modern-day Romeo, hopping from one romance to the next, leaving a trail of mesmerized women in his wake. Little did she realize these comments would later align with accusations of misconduct that surfaced against the mogul. And here's the kicker. Wendy hinted at Diddy's control over Cassie, but nobody caught on until it was too late. According to her, while Cassie was filming in South Africa, she allegedly tried to avoid Diddy. But dating a mogul makes it hard to dodge them, right? Then there's Diddy's social media message about Cassie when they broke up. Diddy posted a pic on Instagram listening to Michael Jackson's Lady in My Life 100 times and urged anyone who saw Cassie to do the same. However, Wendy perceived this differently, implying that Diddy's motive seemed more about possessing Cassie than genuinely caring for her.
Puffy posted a picture of Michael Jackson's song, Lady in My Life, and wrote, if anyone sees Cassie this weekend, please tell her to listen to this song 100 times. Would that get you? It would get me. Would that get you? It would get me. It would get me. But it depends on what he's done.
Did you all notice how keenly Wendy analyzed the situation and essentially highlighted everything we now understand about Diddy and Cassie? It's as if she had Diddy figured out perfectly, contrary to his public image. Nevertheless, let's fast forward to 2017, when it seemed like they had patched things up. Diddy made an appearance on The Wendy Williams Show, and they both joked about their past tension, indicating a resolution of sorts.
I know I pissed a lot of people off, including you.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a full circle moment, everybody.
Yes.
Get into adult conversation.
Yes.
Full circle.
But it seems that Diddy's resentment towards Wendy never truly dissipated, and he persisted until he significantly damaged her career. As many of you already know, Wendy is currently facing a tough time after being diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. Her family released a statement addressing concerns that have arisen over the years about Wendy's cognitive abilities, particularly when she struggles with speech and comprehension and faces challenges in understanding financial matters. In Wendy Williams' documentary, Where is Wendy Williams?, viewers finally got an inside look into the challenges she's been facing. In one revealing episode, Wendy opened up about being taken advantage of by those entrusted to care for her. She disclosed that she didn't even recognize some of the individuals hired to assist her. And to add insult to injury, they were siphoning money from her accounts. It's a betrayal she felt deeply, as she expressed her frustration with having yes people around her who turned a blind eye to the exploitation. Remember when Wells Fargo froze all her accounts in 2022? That was because they suspected several folks in Wendy's team were involved in unauthorized transactions, essentially stealing from her. Wendy's mental health was already on the decline, and she was unaware of the extent of the financial losses. The situation became so dire that Wells Fargo sought legal intervention, petitioning for a court-appointed guardian, believing Wendy wasn't in a sound state of mind and needed protection. According to reports, even the financial guardian appointed by the court wasn't trustworthy. This guardian, later identified as Sabrina Morrissey, allegedly joined the ranks of those stealing from Wendy. When Wendy began questioning the whereabouts of her money, she was met with silence. with Lori Schiller and Wells Fargo dodging her inquiries. Wendy expressed her frustration, demanding answers about her finances and feeling betrayed by those entrusted with her care. Even Wendy's sister and her son, Kevin Jr., voiced their concerns about Wendy's situation. They felt it was unjust that a stranger had control over Wendy's money and career, someone who seemed indifferent to Wendy's well-being. Kevin Jr. described how Wendy's public facade of normalcy belied the reality of her struggles, with her family watching helplessly from the sidelines as she cried out for help. In the middle of Wendy's deteriorating health, suspicions arose about those responsible for her care. Kevin Jr. mentioned a doctor's warning about Wendy's worsening condition, exacerbated by her continued alcohol consumption. This revelation led to speculation that Wendy's appointed caretakers might be more interested in her demise than her well-being. Apparently, Wendy's own team is complicit in her downward spiral. Despite knowing the harmful effects of alcohol and other substances on her health, they continue to provide them to her, worsening her condition. Reports suggest that Wendy's excessive drinking has led to alcohol-induced dementia, further highlighting the extent of her team's negligence. This situation draws parallels to the exploitation faced by other celebrities like Britney Spears and Kanye West. Like Wendy, Britney was placed under a conservatorship, allowing others to control her life and finances. Britney later revealed the extent of her mistreatment, including being misdiagnosed and overmedicated by her family. She expressed her desire to hold them accountable for their actions and to share her story with the world, rather than allowing it to remain a hidden secret, benefiting only her family. What's really upsetting about this whole conservatorship situation is the possibility that Diddy had a hand in placing these people into conservatorships. As mentioned, Britney Spears was placed under conservatorship following her highly publicized breakdown and poor performance at the VMAs. Lou Taylor is widely believed to be the mastermind behind Britney Spears' conservatorship. She also reportedly tried to place Lindsay Lohan and Justin Bieber under similar arrangements. You might be wondering, how does Diddy fit into all this? Well, Lou and Diddy go way back to their days at Uptown Records in the 90s. Some unsettling rumors even suggest that Lou asked Diddy to provide substances to Britney Spears before her infamous 2007 VMAs performance, which was just months before her conservatorship started. The night before the VMAs, Britney was reportedly seen partying with Diddy in Las Vegas. Her VMAs performance appeared to be orchestrated as a final act of humiliation, aiming to portray her as unwell and in need of supervision. Accounts describe Britney's partying spree, including hanging out with magician Chris Angel and attending a bash hosted by Diddy just before the VMAs. People say Britney started her night at Body English Club in the Hard Rock Hotel before heading to Pure Nightclub, where Diddy greeted her warmly. Rumor has it that Diddy gave Britney spiked drinks, which may have played a part in her disastrous VMAs performance the next day. Instead of rehearsing, she spent the night partying in Las Vegas, which might explain why her performance was so off. On that late Friday night, Britney hit 3 hot spots and was seen at Caesars Palace and Pure Nightclub with Diddy. Then on Saturday night, she partied again, and after the award show, she was spotted at no nightclub until the early morning hours, reportedly spending most of her time in the restroom. It's been suggested that Britney's behavior that night and her poor performance were not entirely her doing, but rather influenced by those around her, including Diddy. The goal was to make her appear incapable of handling her own life and finances, paving the way for the conservatorship. This same pattern of manipulation and control echoes in Wendy Williams' situation, where those appointed to care for her have allegedly exploited her and worsened her condition. But guess who else fell victim to this kind of manipulation? You guessed it, Kanye West. There's speculation that Kim Kardashian and Diddy orchestrated a plan to portray Kanye as mentally unstable, setting the stage for his conservatorship and potential financial exploitation. Kanye himself revealed that he was prescribed excessive amounts of lithium, a medication he didn't need, which could have had serious consequences if he had taken it. He refused, recognizing the danger it posed to his well-being.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And they when I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount. right? And I refuse to take this, right?
Remember Kanye's crisis in 2020 when he fled to Wyoming, accusing Kim and Chris of trying to lock him up? Rumor has it that Kim and Chris indeed considered placing Kanye under conservatorship with Lou Taylor and Diddy's help to make it happen. However, they supposedly scrapped the plan once Kanye started exposing them publicly. Of course, we can't forget Dave Chappelle, who literally fled to Africa without telling anyone, including his own family. He was hiding because some Hollywood elites were on a manhunt to find him and force him to take an antipsychotic medication after he turned down a suspicious $50 million deal.
Incredibly stressful.
Yeah.
And I felt like in a lot of instances, I was deliberately being put through stress.
As you can see, there's a clear pattern of trying to make celebrities who speak out seem strung out on substances. Many believe this is what Diddy did to Wendy Williams. Cat Williams also recently spoke about this, saying the industry tried to do to him what they've done to Wendy, Britney, Kanye, and other outspoken celebrities. When he tried to expose people like R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, and Diddy, he was threatened and subjected to a smear campaign that painted him as crazy.
Because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets.
If you think about it, that's exactly what Wendy was doing for years, collecting information and spilling it on her show without holding back. It's beginning to all add up, and it's clear as day that Diddy and other powerful people she spoke about conspired against her to destroy her. Can you imagine the kind of commentary Wendy would have given about this whole Diddy mess if she were healthy enough to do her show? It feels like they strategically did this to silence her. It's not difficult to imagine Wendy Williams asserting her vindication, especially in light of the recently released CNN video footage, which vividly showcases the manipulative and disturbing actions of Diddy.
A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video.
With this compelling evidence now in the public domain, many anticipate that legal consequences will swiftly follow, possibly leading to Diddy's incarceration in the near future. This development has ignited a glimmer of hope among Wendy's devoted fans, who feverishly wish for her liberation from the confines of her conservatorship. The prospect of Wendy reclaiming her autonomy and eventually resuming her outspoken persona is eagerly anticipated. Her uncanny ability to unearth explosive claims, some of which may potentially be validated, fuels the intrigue surrounding her potential return to the limelight. Indeed, Wendy's unique brand of commentary has often proved to be prophetic, with past revelations later proving to be true. As supporters eagerly await Wendy's possible resurgence, there's an air of anticipation tinged with apprehension. While the unveiling of Diddy's misdeeds offers a glimmer of hope for justice, there remains a palpable concern for Wendy's well-being in the middle of the tumultuous legal battles and personal struggles she faces. The desire for her eventual emancipation from the shackles of her conservatorship is fervently expressed across social media platforms and fan communities worldwide. In the realm of celebrity scandals and legal battles, Wendy's predicament serves as a sobering reminder of the complexities inherent in navigating fame and fortune. Her journey, fraught with legal battles, health challenges, and personal tribulations, resonates deeply with fans who empathize with her plight. The prospect of her liberation symbolizes a triumph of resilience over adversity, a narrative that captivates and inspires audiences worldwide. As the saga unfolds, Wendy's supporters remain steadfast in their unwavering support, hopeful for a resolution that ensures her well-being and autonomy. The outpouring of love and solidarity from fans serves as a testament to Wendy's enduring impact and the profound connection she shares with her audience. In the wake of the damning revelations about Diddy's actions, there's a renewed sense of urgency to scrutinize the inner workings of the entertainment industry and hold powerful figures accountable for their actions. Wendy's story serves as a catalyst for broader conversations about the ethical responsibilities of those in positions of influence and the need for greater transparency and accountability. In the middle of the turbulence of legal proceedings and public scrutiny, Wendy's resilience shines through, a beacon of hope amidst the storm. Her unwavering spirit and determination to seek justice serve as a source of inspiration for countless individuals facing their own struggles and battles. In the quest for justice and redemption, Wendy's story resonates with universal themes of resilience, courage, and the indomitable human spirit. As the narrative unfolds, the world watches with bated breath, hopeful for a resolution that restores Wendy's autonomy and brings closure to her tumultuous journey. As usual, people have their own thoughts about this. One person said, "I've been saying that. It's like this mental illness just came out of nowhere. Somebody wanted to shut her up. Whether her husband, Diddy, who knows? Due to her career, it could be anyone. It's unfortunate. My heart goes out to her." Another commented, "As soon as Wendy Williams started exposing Diddy, her health started to rapidly deteriorate. Now she can barely remember who she is, which is sad." Now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about CNN exposing Diddy for trying to end Wendy? Do you think Wendy is in this situation because of how outspoken she is? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to watch another very messy video.